What's up? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit, day 63. Today I did some leg training with a little bit of hamstrings and calves, or quad focus with hamstring and calves. And today was interesting. I would say that it was a good workout, but it didn't really start that way. I got under this weight. This is 211 pounds or 96 kilograms. And I was like, "This is fucking heavy," and I was like, mid set, and I was like, I have to like start deloading my squat now." And really by deloading, I just mean pushing the reps down. I was gonna do 10. I've been doing a 4 by 10 for the last 3 weeks. And starting next week or after next week, I was gonna push it down to sets of 8 and then do 3 by 8. But during this workout, I was like, dude, this feels heavy as fuck. Like, I cannot do 2 more weeks of tens. Like, not only can I not do the volume, but I don't think I could get 10 reps. And then after I did the first set, I looked at it and I was like, this didn't really look hard. I probably could have gotten the amount of reps that I wanted, but I don't know, had I done it, would I have been able to get the sets? So I was like, you know what? It was a good call. I'm just gonna start doing this, and then I'll finish off my block of tens for bench and for deadlift. Um, but for squat, I'll just start it early. Like I kind of bitched out a little bit, but I'm not using a belt. I'm not using sleeves, so the relative intensity is a lot higher, even if I've done this for a good amount, and it feels pretty heavy on my back, given that I haven't done squats over 200 in a long time. So it feels heavy on my CNS. And I don't particularly want to fatigue too hard because I do have to push other stuff in training, even if I do have rest days. Like the overall fatigue management of a program matters in the coming weeks as well, since I'm kind of just doing a linear progression up and there is no deload really. The deload is going from sets of 10 to sets of 8 and going from sets of 10 to 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 8. So it's kind of like a built-in deload, but I did take out front squats for this day and did do hack. And let me tell you, these felt pretty good. I enjoy doing hack squats. And besides this Cybex being a little low to get into, this felt really good. I had a good time doing this. Not actually doing it, but it was fun to do. Um, and I had a kind of a tip for this that I got from Phil Viz, which is driving your shoulders into the upper pad and kind of letting your lower back not not kind of hang out, but like very lightly touching the pad with your lower back, and maybe even letting it drift out so that way you can kind of put the emphasis on your quads. And it worked. It felt insane on my quads, and I was going really deep here. No diddy. But this felt good, man. I am so excited to do leg training again with good equipment. Not that I didn't enjoy doing front squats, but that was more of an upper body limitation thing than it was lower body. So being able to properly exert myself on another exercise throughout this leg days is going to be really really nice, and I'm already enjoying it very much. Um I'm looking forward to pushing this hack squat, and I fucked up on this set cuz one thing you shouldn't do when you're doing hack squat is pull down on the handles because you're pulling yourself down and kind of making it harder to go up. So during this next set, what I did was I pushed up on the handles instead of pulling down. And it's just a small thing that I felt on this last rep here of that set where I was like, I'm actively making this harder and getting less reps because I'm pulling down on the handles. So I kind of just used them as a guide here and kind of like lightly was pushing up and really just you know doing the hack squats like I'm supposed to, and not limiting myself on the amount of reps that I could do. And man, this hack squat is very nice. We have two in my gym. The other one's an Atlantis one, and I haven't used it, but I want to try it as well. After this Cybex one gets stale, I don't know, maybe like another 2 months, 2.5 months of doing this, I'll probably switch to the Atlantis one and try it out. Because my constant leg movements will probably always be like a belt squat, um, and that's about it. And then the leg stuff, but everything else I could switch out. I did some decline sit-ups today for my ab stuff. I'd like to do abs about 4 times a week or some core stuff, some static planks, lower ab. This is upper ab. And then on my deadlift days, I always do hanging leg raises. So I have two lower ab movements because it gets worked less. One upper ab movement and then a static movement for a core. Uh, and I know it's like, this guy's fat. Why is he doing core? I truly believe that having core movements in for anyone who is doing anything besides wanting them to look good is very important. And I think that this fallacy that has been created in the fitness industry of, well, I squat, I deadlift, I don't need any core exercises. It's like that's not true. It's just not true. And learning to use your core in every direction and learning how to use it functionally and effectively, as well as just wanting it to be strong beyond, in a static position is important. And anyone that tells you that you shouldn't train, your core because you're already doing squats and deadlifts is full of shit. I'm going to be honest. Like, I just don't believe that that's true at all. And I think that it is very important to do core work beyond just the compound lifts. Um, and that's obviously my opinion. Do I think that has a lot of truth to it? Yes, I think that it is very factual. And if you ask any lifter that is worth their salt, if they train core, they will tell you to some extent that they do. And not just the outliers, but people that actually really care about strength training and being very strong in general. Um, if it's a muscle, you should work it. It's the reason why I like calf training in the same sense because, beyond just wanting them to look good, I think that there is some truth and ability that you will have better ankle dorsiflexion and you will have better ankle health and meniscus health if you train the muscle how it's supposed to be trained through flexion and through stretching. Um, and that's obviously just my opinion, but I value what I've learned very highly. Hold on, I gotta get my eggs. I'm back. Sorry, I had to get my eggs. They were in an egg cooker, which is a very good tool for somebody who likes a lot of eggs. An egg boiler, $12 on Amazon. Get perfect soft boiled eggs. I could never, ever, for some reason, get a good cook on boiled eggs. And I don't know if it's an electric oven thing where my top just doesn't get hot enough or doesn't get hot enough fast enough. But I feel like every time I boiled eggs in there, they would either come out with the white undone in the middle almost good, or would just come out super overcooked. And I was like, I like eggs and I really enjoy eating a lot of eggs ever since I was a kid, but I can't boil eggs for the life of me. And it's one of my favorite ways to eat them. Whether I'm making an egg salad sandwich, or, you know, I'm doing just eating the boiled eggs. I like it soft in the center and I like to put salt and pepper with Tabasco on it, but I can't do it because I'm just brain deficient at cooking or boiling eggs, which is unfortunate. Uh, but I fixed it by getting an egg boiler. This is not an ad. It's just if you like eggs, you should get one. And I personally think it was a good investment. I've cooked lots of eggs since then. Um, yeah, and I eat about 6 eggs a day for benefits, choline. I don't remember what other vitamins are in eggs, but they're very good, and you should not be afraid of cholesterol eating eggs. They're very good for you. They have lots of vitamins and minerals, and I am fortunate enough to where I have always loved eating eggs since I was a kid. Pretty much like a lot of eggs since I was a kid, like 4 or 5 for breakfast almost every day. Um, just because they were always cheap, good source of protein, and you know, every house that I was in always had a huge carton of eggs. Um, so the flavor, eating it as much as I did, it never gets old to me. And I know some people can't stomach the thought of eggs, People really hate eggs, how the texture, how they look, or even how they smell. But if you can get past that, I think eggs are very good. Or even just egg whites. Although you lose a lot of the vitamins and minerals, they are a very good source of protein just in general, and a good fat source as well. Um, this leg training was very good and is wrapping up. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the 2 days for Fat to Fit day 64 and some upper body training, chest, shoulders, and triceps. Bye.